Hello there, Saga fans. It's Joe from Northern Tempest here with a video about my new Iberian warband. Just showing you how I put these guys together. I'm not the most amazing painter in the world by any means, but I had some fun painting these guys and putting them together into different units. I'll show you how I've arranged them and how I've painted up these guys. The figures are nearly all victrix Iberian cavalry and victrix unarmoured Iberian warriors. I've got a few gripping beast models in there as well, which I'll show you, starting off with a warlord. So I wanted him to look a little bit different from the other figures. So you can see the warlord is this beautiful posed figure from Gripping Beast. He's actually a Welsh warlord, and he's cast as one piece on this horse, rearing up like that. Great pose. He's a little bit chunkier, bigger than the victrix figures around him, but it's okay. He's a warlord. He needs to look quite big and imposing on there. You can see that the only converting I've done on him, quite subtle, is putting on a crest on top of his head to match the Iberian warriors around him, and also his helmet was not quite right. It had the nose guard, which is a much later Dark Ages sort of thing, so I needed to change that. So I carved off the nose guard and had to give him a new nose on there, which took a long time. So don't look too closely at the face. Gave him a little beard, green stuffed on to cover it up there. But yeah, he looks okay, and you see he certainly looks the part for leading the forces into battle there. He's wearing this scale armour. I've given a bronze helmet, a bronze scale armour there. Scale armour is very, very rare in ancient Iberia, but not completely unheard of, so suitable for a warlord to wear. And you can see I've given him a red cloak and the yellow horse blanket to kind of mirror the colours of the Spanish flag later on. But he's the only person I gave lots of red on there. To sort of didn't want to put too much red on there because it'd be an unusual colour at this time period. So here's the warlord. Let's have a look at some of the warriors. So I've chosen to put together 3 units of warriors here on foot. So these are the normal guys. They are the Iberian unarmoured infantry, but I've given them all helmets and shields and hand weapons. So they're going to be your bread and butter of the Saga list. So that's 3 points. So there's 24 of them, 3 groups of 8 there. You notice the tunics that they have, those are all kind of just off-white colours. Didn't want to do them all as the same colour, but didn't want any bright colours either. So they're all just off-white colours, and a mixture of a few different ones. The shields, you can see, are all hand-painted. Now, I'm not an amazing painter, as I said before, and I know there are some great transfers for the shields from Little Big Man Studios. You can get those from Victrix as well. But the problem with the transfers I've found is they're too good for the rest of my painting. So the rest of my painting doesn't stand up to the quality of the detail on the transfers. So I found it better actually to paint my own designs. So the shield designs there, mixture of blues and yellows and greens, and I'm kind of copying the dots and the swirls, the Celtic style swirls that I've seen on the picture of the shields and other models painted. You see that across there. Everyone has a crest on the helmet, all the warriors, so I thought that was a good way to distinguish them. The helmets are not all the same. Some guys have the leather helm at the top there. They also get the crest on if they're warriors. And then some of the guys have the bronze helmet. Now, I actually did all of my Iberians with bronze helmets because it sort of stands out, makes a difference from my later Dark Age forces where they've all got these iron helmets on. So although in reality not everyone would have a bronze helmet, it looks really good on them. So I've done all of mine with bronze helmets. So that is 3 points of warriors there. At the back there, you can see some levy. Now, the levy are also the unarmoured Iberian warriors. But what I've done here, I've just assembled them the same way and not given the helmets. I haven't even given them shields. Now, they'd be okay, historically accurate, to give them some small shields here. But I thought I'll keep the shields off completely because then they're really distinguishable as a levy unit on the battlefield. You can see 12 of them there, some of them holding javelins in both hands, a few head swaps from other kits, So there we go. You might recognise the head on this guy as being from the Gripping Beast Dark Age Warrior kits. So guy with a beard on there is also in the Levy unit there. So a few head swaps around, but mostly those are all the Victrix Iberian parts. So you can see the Levy unit there. Now, also here we have some Slingers. So these guys are actually not all Victrix Iberians. They are Gripping Beast Metal Iberians. So you can see some of the guys here, bare feet with a sling in a hand and a pouch for the sling pellets. They are actually warriors in Saga. You play them as warriors. And I had bought a pack of 8 of them from Gripping Beast to use as Balearic Slingers. And then I'd had second thoughts afterwards. I thought, actually, I kind of want a few more than that. So I took some of the plastic bodies from the Victrix unarmoured Iberians, infantry, and I gave them slings and unarmoured heads, and so they were added in as well. So I ended up with 12 of these slingers, the warriors on foot slingers, but really useful in the list because they can shoot in your opponent's turn and they can use the abilities on the board quite well there. So that's pretty good. Then we have 12 horses. So I have assembled these guys as warriors. I've gone for 12 warriors on horseback. You can see a variety of hand weapons once again here. They've all got the helmets. I've given them some the same sort of shield design as the infantry there, so they're still going to be warriors. I could have tooled them up a bit more, given them a bit more stuff, and called them half guard for these guys, but I decided not to. I thought I'd go for all warriors for these bunch here, because they're useful in the game to have large units of horsemen, because it helps you with their coordination ability. So 12 horses, really useful in the game. So that is the whole list there. So that is 12 warriors on horseback, 12 warriors on foot, so that's 3 points. Warriors on foot with slings, that's 3 points. 1 point of 12 levy with javelins. 1 warlord. 3 points of warriors on foot with hand weapons. So that is a 7-point list altogether. 7-point list. It gives me some options to choose from. I can also field the slingers as a unit of the mercenary Iberian slingers if I wanted to as well. So it gives me a little bit of freedom with this list. Quite enjoyed putting these together, especially I've enjoyed having them done. But now I'm considering adding other things into the list. Maybe I'd put in another unit of levy because they're quite effective. So I might get some more levy, maybe some mounted Hearthguard, so they would be quite useful in that in larger games, I think. Maybe a foot warlord, because I've got the mounted guy, you can have him on foot as well, so I might consider getting someone on foot to support his foot troops. But this is the 7-point list as is. Look forward to getting some more games in with these, and hopefully I will post some battle reports with these in action.